Hi everybody, Lori from GLP-1 Journey and Review. Well, I got 2 shipments of medications today. I'm going to show you them. This is one of them, and let's see, I can't figure out where this one came from. So I don't know which medication it is. And here is the other one. Refrigerate after opening. This is from South End Pharmacy. So we're going to open it and see how it's packed. See if it comes cold. Both of them, one's from Orderly, one's from Mochi. One of them did, or actually both of them sent an email saying that if it comes warm, it's okay. Just put it in the refrigerator. It will be fine. So this one, which is from South End, comes in this little styrofoam container. Cold pack, still cool. 3 vials of medication, so this is obviously the one from Orderly. There is a little thermos tag. I guess it's supposed to flash red if it's not in the right temperature, and it is. I'm not going to say it's super cold, but it's cool. It's cooler than room temperature. Let's see the vials. They're cool. They're not super cold. This is tirzepatide and pyridoxine. Inject 16.5 milligrams, 75 units, subcutaneous. There are 3 bottles. Let's see what the bud dates are. July 6, 2025. I'm going to keep them in this little bag so that I have the directions as to how much to inject, because I do have from several different pharmacies and the amount that they inject is different. You do not want to mix them up. You do want to keep the original amount handy with them so that you don't underdose or overdose yourself, because no one wants that. So I've got 3 vials. Let's see what else comes in my little packet. Instructions on how to inject yourself. Okay, so there's a 3-month supply and 5 syringes. I'm not a math expert, but somehow I don't think that adds up. But I have my own syringes. You can get them at any pharmacy. I got mine on Amazon. There are 6 alcohol wipes with it. So I'm going to keep all of this together, and we'll move on to the one from Mochi. I don't really need the injection instructions, as I know how to inject. For 1 vial, this is a pretty big box. That was one thing I liked about Mochi and their thermoses, is that it was a small footprint, and I appreciated that. I think the worst was from Empower, where it would hold probably more than a 6-pack of beer or soda, whatever you want to put in there for 1 vial. I thought that was a tad on the ridiculous side. They certainly did package this well. So I have my little blade here. Wow, they package this tight. That's the key is you can't get your medication. So we will rip the box apart. Okay, so we have our instructions as to where and how to inject. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, for 1 month, they gave me 10 syringes. This is the little silver insulated bag that it came in. Bag somewhat, it's pretty cool. It's probably cooler than the other one. So this is tirzepatide, injects 75 units, so at least that's good. They're both the same. And this is 2 vials, so this must have been to, because I originally paid for a 3-month subscription. They're cool. I have 5 refills. And nothing else in here. Nothing else in here. So the south end came from Mochi. Maybe I have them wrong because this is a 3-month supply and I got 2 in this one. Perfect RX. I think I could have sworn that's what Orderly was using. So I guess I got a 3-month supply from Mochi, who uses South End, and 2 months from Orderly. I'll have to check my order, but I actually thought it was the other way around. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I know South End is where Mochi was coming from. I didn't think they were sending out 3, but apparently they did. And let me see what the bud date is on this one. (9/3/25). So considering that this is the end of April, not bad. So those are what I got from both Mochi and Orderly. They were fairly timely on both of them. Little lack of communication on Mochi's part, but when I did reach customer service, they did say that they would be sending them, and I did get an original email saying that they were ready to be picked up at UPS. When I checked it this morning, it was still labeled and waiting to be picked up by UPS, but I knew that was wrong. It was actually pretty much the same way for both Orderly and Mochi. I got an email from UPS because I have the apps that one of them was actually going to be delivered today and the other one was supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but I guess they both got delivered today. And there you have it, the unpacking of both Orderly and Mochi's medication. One could have been a little cooler, but it was cool enough. So, you know, by any standards, even if I was a little bit worried about it being warm, it wouldn't have been a problem. So that's it, and hopefully you guys are considering stocking up, because with all the stuff happening with Mochi being sued and all these cease and desist letters. We don't know how much longer compounding is going to be. They are saying that it is okay to use it beyond the expiration date, and that you really have 28 days once you puncture the vial. So, you decide for yourself. I've never really paid that much attention to expiration dates as far as a stable medication, because in my mind, if it's only 99 or 98% effective, I'm usually okay with that. If it was an unstable thing, that's a different story. I always check when I'm drawing it out, make sure it's clear, make sure that there's no problems, make sure that it's not crystallized. Do not freeze this. If it gets frozen, do not use it. Do not thaw it out. And again, if you're getting from multiple pharmacies, please keep the directions, keep it in a container that has the directions, or tape it to it, or write it on there or something, because not every pharmacy has you draw up the same amount. There's different concentrations, and ultimately we do not want you getting sick or overdosing or even underdosing on this medication. So